We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Buffalo Bills.
To kick off for Buffalo.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Throwing is Eason. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Eason to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Allen. Flushed out right. Bulldozes past him. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep it.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bills have taken the early lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistent.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, it's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Here's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Number 9, the ball carrier.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out, and make...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in. And the Bills will add on to their lead. He hit... earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw again. Eason in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now, to After that play, I think we know one quarterback who'll be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Allen going to try and keep it. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Bills will extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Nothing.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason, he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
1st down.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason. He finds his running back, Mixon. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
At the Bills' 38-yard line.
From the gun is Eason. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Dorsett.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Now Eason. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Complete.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Touchdown,
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Bills 14, Colts 7. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Eason on 2nd down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. From the gun, Eason. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now Tucker McCann.
On for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On now, Tucker McCann.
On for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They go back to the ground now to mix it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
The 6-yard line.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Second down, here's Eason. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for number 88, incomplete. Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Eason. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
At the 30-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Eason sets to throw it. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
John Ross, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That is the game at 14. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak, 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
At the 38-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 53 for Mike. 52. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
On second and 12, Allen finding Knox there, complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Dawson Knox. That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 5.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On first down, Allen eluding the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10 and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
In most goal line situations, defensive tackles are just trying to hold the line, hold their ground, and let the other guys roam and make the play. But in this situation, he's able to push his way into the backfield and disrupt that play for a loss.
Second down and goal. Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing is Eason. Going deep downfield for Ross. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory.
First down.
A big play there for Indy. 63 yards. They'll give it to Mixon. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
Paris Campbell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 26 yards on the play there. And the Bills will move the chains. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back now in Buffalo. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Allen now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen going deep for Diggs. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills have broken the tie.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And with flags down, he's up near the 40. But it looks like this one might be coming back. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Eason to throw. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
30-yard line.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 27, Allen rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
Back to throw, Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down. right here. This is Marlon Mack. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here we go. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there.
Another carry.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Hey, check like 21, like 21, check like 21. Let's go defense. Let's go defense. Hey, here we go.
Half 10.
Check 24. Check
56, 56.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have broken the tie. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28.
Makes the score Bills 35, Colts 28. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Marlon.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Allen to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find two scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
At the 27-yard line.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him paint, watch him work.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Bills, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6.